Oh, she's live.
Hello, hello. We are
Hey!
live. We're live. We're alive and well. Working our tails off.
Work, 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 work.
Trying to anyway. Getting some stuff done. Hope I'm not interrupting the action. The action. There we go. Got it right. Hello, Pick with Joy. Hello, Margot. You are not first this time. You are second, girl. What's up? You're always first, but not today. Sorry. Did you guys go watch the auction? The action? I didn't watch it this time. I was a bad girl and needed to get some work done. And here I am. Getting some work done. Sound like a mofo. I can't believe I just said that, but what was I thinking? I think we're not live. I'm still in the not live area. Hello, Summer. Hope you're doing good. Well, I figured we've been on since, I don't know, 7-ish. And then I realized that I forgot that the auction was tonight. And so I kind of put it off. And then Jessica and Michelle came in for a little bit to keep me company. But I didn't want to take away from the auction. So I just I let it be. And I know around 9 it's kind of ramping down, so hopefully I didn't butt in too bad. And if I did, I apologize. We doing good.
Jessica, do you want a number to the pants I found? I think
Do I
this
want
is
to
what you're
what?
describing. Do you want the number to the pants I found on eBay? This is what I think you're describing.
Yeah.
Not these specific pants, but 3225 15 21 71 58.
Sounds like lotto numbers.
No.
Got me. That is a big number.
You just won the lottery.
There you go. There you go. And
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know that yours are low rise, but
they're like that, but they have the zip pockets too in the front, and they have flare legs. But yeah, no, it's kind of like that for
They
sure.
definitely look, I would say late 70s, early 80s.
yeah,
Okay, so I can still put vintage on there.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I went and I looked in Etsy and I don't see anything like this over there, but I see other stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Close your eyes, even when you look in Etsy.
Oh yeah, no, I looked at it. Yeah.
The word crotch brings a whole new meaning.
Yeah, it sure did.
I am sure. Hello. Whoa. Hello, Sherry.
Howdy, everybody in the chat.
Howdy, howdy. So we got Margot and we got Pick with Joy, Martha, and we got Summer and Sherry Yay! Have you guys been getting your stuff ready for tomorrow? It's gonna be huge. That is gonna be like a huge jackpot. Like, I'm guessing it's probably gonna be about $50.
Really?
Yeah. There's like $36 in there right now, and I think there's been two people that have put in, so that's 38, and then whatever else happens. Yeah, it's gonna be huge. So,
Nice.
Margot, you got a new puppy? See, now you got to come on and show us.
Yep.
We got to see that puppy. What kind? I want to see the puppy. Hello, Miss Beth. Okay, let me give you money. When is it starting? It starts tomorrow at 10 Central Standard Time until 6 o'clock. Oh, you got a pit. Ooh. Yeah, I
Boy
think,
or a girl?
oh, good job, Margot. You got him. Yeah, we had a troll. But Margot took care of him. She got her little.
That was quick.
Yeah. You got him. That's right. You were playing Michonne, weren't you? Okay, no worries. No worries, Summer. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope everybody's having a good night. I've had I got another sale on Poshmark today, so that's 2 for me.
She's a posh pimp.
Man,
Posh pimp.
I've been hot and heavy at it. Well, not really listing. I only have I think I have 8 things left up on it because 2 things sold. I had 10 things listed.
That's not a bad start, though. So. Really, I mean.
Oh, very nice. Very nice turn around.
And then I got 5,314 following, and I got 2,449 followers. So I have no idea what that means, but I'm guessing the higher the number, the better. I don't know. Because you see people on here with like 100,530 whatever, and yeah, and then they're following like 200,000. I guess you just, the more people that you follow, the more chances that your closet's going to get out there and seen, and so.
And it's going to be shared by other people.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, Kay did tell me that she put me on her daily share list, so that's good. I was like, well, thank you very much.
I don't think I'm on her daily share list. She's shared a few things to me, but I don't put fresh stuff up either. So
yeah,
that's going to change. But at this moment, I don't have anything fresh.
Okay. I think, is it Catherine Freeman that is Sharky Mom's Deals? I think that's her name, but I'm not for sure. Okay, Martha, I got yours. PayPal probably wonders, what in the heck is this girl doing? $1, $1. Let's see here. Got that one. I got that one. Excuse me. Uh, uh,
Yeah, Kate told me a bit ago when I was starting to crash that she was listening too.
she was listening to what?
She was listening also.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's always good.
Mm-hmm.
Reluctantly, I did buy something from Poshmark too.
Oh my god.
I
Reluctantly.
probably shouldn't have, but I bought these, and they're probably not very good, shape or whatever. But they're like these rings, like these, they're like silver rings. Silver. They're not sterling silver, but they're just. I think there was like 14 rings. I like to wear rings every once in a while, so I thought, yeah, I'll buy them.
Little mad money.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not a bad thing.
No.
Um,
Did you get your free $5?
uh-uh.
Dang it. I figured, well, if you sign up with a link, like if you would have signed up through me, I
Uh-huh.
would have gotten $5 for free when you bought something, and you would have gotten $5 for free to begin with. But I thought you
Oh.
had somebody. I should have told you. I didn't want to try to pimp you out, though.
Oh.
It's okay, though.
Pimpin'.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Grammy. Everybody just kind of take it with a grain of salt. If you're interested, fine. If you're not, and I'm interested in it. And, um, so I think it's just a good way to, get some added sales. It may not be a big seller, but, even, two a week or,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. That's something. Um,
And if the
so
item isn't going to move on another venue, why not
yeah,
expose more
yeah,
without too much added work?
yeah. So yeah, that's my goal for this next for the weekend and for Monday and Tuesday. I think possibly. I don't know if it's going to be too crazy, but I'm going to try to go to the bins on Halloween.
No, don't do it on Halloween.
Why?
Because I have kids.
Oh,
Damn it.
uh, we might not be able to meet up this time though. I mean, as
No.
much as I would want to,
No, you
because I'll
don't.
have,
You just
Or
have
you
to
wouldn't
go
do it on Halloween.
earlier.
huh?
You just have to go earlier because trick or treating doesn't happen until the evening.
Uh,
I know, but
Well, we could probably do something different. Yeah, and we're having our Halloween show on Halloween, so we can't. So maybe I won't go on Halloween. I
I
was
know
just
because we
thinking.
get all
I
dressed
was.
up and
I was just thinking though that if we if we went on like the first, then it'll be too busy. But it's probably always busy there. So
Everybody's got their check.
I
yeah,
think it's
that's kind
always
of what I was
pretty
thinking.
steady.
Yeah, so it really doesn't matter. Beth, what are you gonna do? Get in a priority box and ship yourself?
Do it.
I actually like the bins in Sacramento. I know that there's two, and I've only been to one, but the one that I go to it's pretty nice. And I didn't make it to the one in Charlotte, which it was just a little with 3 kids. It's just you know, and we just didn't really have anywhere else to. We didn't have them anywhere we could leave them, you know. So it was just kind of not a good thing to do, I guess. I was watching that show, Stranger Things. I watched a little bit of it last night. After we got off here, I stayed up and I watched one episode. And then I watched a couple of episodes today. And it's actually really, really good.
I watched the first season. I thought it was really good too.
Yeah, it was. I really liked the second season.
I mean, does it have a storyline or anything?
Yeah, it has a great storyline. Has a really good storyline.
What is it? Is it a drama, a thriller? What I mean?
I would say suspense, thriller, but not like scary thriller. Like, you know what I look at it like. You remember the Goosebump books?
Yeah.
That's what I look at. I mean, it's suspenseful and it's a little bit scary, but only scary enough where, like, I mean, it's not like super freaky scary.
Right.
So
I think the core of the movie is kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forget how great it is to just go someplace just the four of us.
Alrighty then. But I really liked it.
That was advertisement for the Airbnb app on my my picture app.
So, yeah, I was watching that. So,
I guess I'll have to watch it.
There's a handful of good things that have been on Netflix, and they're on Netflix now. I wish I hadn't given it up. But I thought, I don't really need this. I miss it. But I watch stuff on Crackle, which is a free streaming service. And I was just looking at a link that had a bunch of other like horror movies, and there's quite a number of free streaming services.
Are there?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Debbie, so Poshmark is a platform that you can sell clothing and accessories. So you can sell men's, women's, kids clothing, baby clothing, shoes, jewelry, things like that.
And until recently, it was just phone based.
Right.
That you can list. So now they just opened that up where you can list from the computer.
Right. And that's nice, actually. I kind of like that. But, I mean, because I'm doing basically all of my listing from my phone when I'm taking the pictures, it really doesn't, work well for me. But I could see how that would, if you didn't have a phone and you just had a camera, and have to upload your photos and stuff like that. So
But you
makes
could also
sense.
go in and edit existing listings too, which is nice.
Yeah. Margot asked Debbie, "Are you a reseller?" No, I don't know what a reseller is either. Okay, well, I don't know that you're going to really find any value to this this live broadcast. Then, I mean, unless you want to just listen and see what it's about, I don't have any problem with that. But that's what we talk about. We talk about going to the bins. We talk about selling on Poshmark and eBay and and going to the Goodwill outlets and all that. So, I mean, as long as you don't cause any trouble, I don't see any problem with you staying in here. But we don't take too kindly to trolls or people that cause drama. So just keep that in mind. All right, I gotta get this listed. Margot, somehow or another, you're gonna have to take some pictures of this dog.
Yeah.
We want to see the dog.
Dog, 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 dog.
Alright. No worries. You posted it in the group. Okay, let me go look at it. Let's go see what we can find. Aww.
Yeah.
And Toro's his name? Oh, he's adorable. He's so cute. I love his nose. And look at those big old paws. Man, he's going to be so big. Whew. He's going to be a big dog. Look at those paws. But he's just so cute. El Toro. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, I can do that. I'll screen share it. That's a good idea.
Good, because I was stuck on the computer.
Let me do that. I can do that, I think. Share. There he is.
That's cute.
And isn't he adorable? He just looks so.
Aww,
I just want to.
rumpus.
I want to squish him. I just want to
Yeah.
squish him.
That's cute. Super cute.
Very, very cute.
He's adorable. I love little puppies. Yeah, he's going to be a big doggy. Yeah. But that's good. I don't know that I'll ever get a big dog again. I don't know.
I kind of would like a big dog, but I think the theory is what I like the most, more than the reality of it.
Right, right.
I'm not replacing you, okay?
My daughter has two. They have two pit bulls, and then they have a pug, and then their in-laws that they live with, they have two pit bulls. The two pit bulls. I don't remember, but there's like 6 dogs that live there. It's ridiculous.
That's a lot of dogs.
That is a lot of dogs. Yep, I agree. You know what? I forgot to eat dinner.
Add some celery.
That's not good. My stomach's a growling.
My head is hurting.
Growling like an old burr.
I was supposed to go to dinner with my son and my mother, and it got rescheduled to tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah. So I had a couple pieces of celery, thinking I'll just write it out or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to go find something before I start getting a headache. This goes on. Maybe I'll have some raviolis.
It would be nice to have some ramen noodles. I do really like that mayo tuna ramen noodle combo.
It's a nice dinner, but you have to really be careful because it's easy just to like pile it in, and
Right.
but then when you pile it in, it feels like afterward, it feels like there's just a big old wad of noodles in your belly.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you kind of have to watch. You can't overdo it.
Yeah.
Or you'll be sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to figure something out here before it gets too late. It's already 9:30. Well, shoot, I might as well just go to dessert. Dinner's over.
You want some snack too? Mm-hmm.
Probably better be good though and just do what I'm supposed to do.
Me and my imaginary friend over here. Huh. He doesn't my friend when he wants something. So one of the things I wanted to do was to get the Halloween stuff up on OfferUp. So I photoed some basically glass luminarias. Do you know what luminarias are?
Yeah.
With a jack-o'-lantern and back front and back. So you could put
Mm-hmm.
candles and all that. It might be a little late, but I'm thinking I could sell them.
Yeah.
Might be the best time, those procrastinators.
Yeah. The procrastinators, and then if somebody says, "Oh, I can use those for next year,"
Mm-hmm.
then heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
Exactly.
It's never too late till it is.
Here's the three, and I basically got them for free.
Oh wow.
But they're about, I don't know, 10 to 12 inches high. So they're not that small. I would like to go to run. I have McDonald's real close. It would be nice to have like an ice cream cone.
Mm.
You sound good.
Oh. I feel like I need to keep on keeping on though. But I need to eat too.
We'll take 5.
I know. All right. I'm taking 5.
Okay. Here, you want some? You want something? And a snack? What? 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 Nobody loves you? No? Nobody wants to feed you snack? Huh? Is that why you're crying?
Anything happen while I was gone? Michelle went somewhere.
I went and got my glasses on and took my hair down because I have a really bad headache all of a sudden, and I don't know what it's from. So I figured I'd eliminate those two things.
There you go.
And if it was, maybe my blood pressure's just going back down to normal, and it kind of makes me feel sick, you know?
Maybe, yeah.
So that could be it too.
I don't think anybody's chatting right now for some reason or another. Let me look here. So what would you list for this weekend wear party? For Poshmark? I don't know.
We can wear?
Yeah. Just about anything, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because technically cozy clothes could be weekend wear too.
Oh.
Because you could see weekend wear as a many of things. It could be like party wear because it's the weekend and we're partying, or it could be comfy clothes because you're not at work, so you get to wear comfy clothes. I would say it could be about anything, yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to turn my camera off for a minute.
Don't do that.
Huh? Well, I don't want to see anybody.
We gotta watch you eating. What'd you pick?
We can't really see me eat.
I'm having raviolis.
There you go.
You can't really see me eat, but I'm eating a modified Asian salad.
Oh, that sounds really good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit better than raviolis. Sorry.
Ravioli sounds really good.
I'd rather have the salad.
I like it with a little mayo. Gives it a little bit of a creamy action.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
So it's really what I call a bachelorette salad. So to me, it's easy to go to the store and buy a bag salad with dressing and croutons. So at work, you lay it flat and you cut 3 sides and you flip the top open and then you mix it together and you have a salad prepared in the bag. And when you're done, you just throw it away.
There you go.
And you don't have any dishes or any mess.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I did put this in a bowl, but usually I have it out of the bag.
Yeah. After I'm done listing these, I'm gonna get off and go take one of those muscle relaxers and see what it does for me.
Gonna knock you on your backside.
Well, my boyfriend's home tonight, so now's the time to see,
Right.
Not when I'm home with the kids alone.
Right. Exactly.
No thanks. So we're gonna experiment. And I just don't feel good. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I told Valerie I think it might be my blood pressure going back down because I feel kind of like my head hurts and I feel kind of sick to my stomach. So I wonder if it's just going back down.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a way to test it?
No, because I've never had issues with blood pressure. So I'm going to test it,
My mom would go to the pharmacy and get it tested. They have those little chairs. You can just do it yourself. I don't know how accurate it is, but she tends to go there.
Yeah, we live quite a bit from a pharmacy, though. Maybe if it was closer.
I guess I pictured you more in the city, or more city-like, suburban or something,
Yeah, no.
You're out in the middle of nowhere, too?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not quite as middle of nowhere as Valerie, but we are like 20 minutes from a Walmart and everything else. So we have a little bit of a drive.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not in our town or anything, so. We just have a gas station. We don't even have a grocery store. We just have a gas station and a Sonic. So it's a pretty small town.
Sonic. I love Sonic. My very, very, very first job, I worked at Sonic. I lived in Portales, which is a really small college town. It was the best job.
Was it? Did you get tips a lot?
I got tips, and all my friends would cruise around and got to meet the boys and have a good old time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The good life.
And then they'd call me on the intercom, Michelle, please come back. So,
I bet they just loved you, didn't they? They were like, get your ass back in here and work.
that's exactly what they were saying when they were saying, Michelle.
Gotta work for my tips, guys.
That's right. What do you call a candle holder? Candle holder.
Yeah, candle holder. I mean,
A sconce.
Yeah, no. Does it hang on the wall?
Candle holder.
So I'm saying 3 glass jack-o'-lantern and bat themed Luminaria candle holder set.
you're brave. Doing Halloween right now.
We'll see. I might
I
be
think
stupid, but we'll
I
see.
think you missed the Halloween bus, but we'll see. You might sell it. I don't know. Not gonna say you won't, cause I don't know.
Might
That'd be
sell
cool.
them and get some walking around money.
Yeah, that'd be cool though if you got rid of it.
I have some other Halloween stuff I don't have photographed. I was going to do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And at least my mom's in town, so if there's a thing, then she can come in and get it and deliver it.
There you go. That is one thing I'm thankful for is that my mom's close and she sells too. So we go to the same post office and she delivers her packages every day.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes if I'm busy in the middle of something or with the kids or something, I'll just text her and be like, "Hey, are you going to the post office today?" And I live like literally a block from the post office and she lives a ways from the post office, not too far, but out in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And so she'll come pick them up sometimes and
Nice.
take them for me, which is nice.
Plus, this also gets me out of my comfort zone with this local selling. I'm usually chicken shit about stuff like this. But a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.
I don't usually like to do local. It's just kind of a pain from what I've noticed is that because a lot of people be like, "Oh yeah, I'll be there in 5 minutes," and I'm like, "Oh cool, well about that 5 minutes."
I experienced that when I was trying to sell my car. But
Gotcha.
the guy I sold my car to happened to catch me sitting in front of my house.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't stand that.
But
And
then
I honestly couldn't even care. I couldn't even care less if they cancel. That doesn't even bother me. But it's when they don't even tell you, "Hey, I don't want to. I'm not coming." Like at least tell me. I don't really care. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I'll move on or whatever. I mean, life goes on. But I
okay,
am going to care if I sit there in
but
the store.
yeah, me too.
That'll piss me off. But I don't care if they tell me.
I'm
I'm like,
close
okay.
enough to a big street that I could just.
Oh yeah.
And with my two government pinchers here, at least have some protection.
Yeah.
Who was the auction for? It was for Jury. I think he's the guy from Canada.
Canada.
Oh, Canada. All right. Are you up, Summer? She said she's getting up in 5 minutes. That was about 10 minutes ago.
Getting up. Like waking
Come
up.
on. Crack that whip. Can I help you? What you need? Oh my gosh. It's getting so big. He says, I can smell the food.
Uh-huh.
So Mama just ate dinner. Wonder if there's anything left.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well that's fine. I didn't put the measurements. We'll see if I get questions. Every time we see him, he's a little bit bigger.
Oh. That's a dead end right there, bub. There ain't no way to go. Okay. Nope. That's not working.
Valerie, we're gonna see Jessica get blitzed.
You know what?
We're gonna see Jessica get blitzed. She's gonna take her muscle relaxer here in a few.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. That'll be interesting.
Maybe she'll dance on the table or something.
Maybe.
I don't dance.
Everybody dances. Even if it's in your bathroom, in your shower, everybody dances.
I only dance with my daughter.
There you go.
Oh.
So you can't say you don't dance.
That's right.
That's true. We danced all of Sophia's songs.
Yeah. It's time for me to go take some pictures.
Yeah, I don't see my item, but my friend wants to sell me his refrigerator for $150. And then I see nice refrigerators on offer up for free or Facebook for free. I think I'm gonna try to find one of those.
I don't know though. You might get stuck with something that's just their trash.
That's okay, you know why? Because you can get our local electric company to give you $50 for it.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Then why don't they just do that?
They're dumbasses.
Well, that's
Well, tell us how you really feel.
I needed the money, and I had my other refrigerator. I didn't even clean it out. I just decided I was going to buy this little refrigerator that I have. So I got it outside. My son came over. He helped me, and they stole it before the morning had come.
Oh my gosh.
It was like, so I lost out on my $50, but at least I didn't clean it.
Okay. And somebody moved it out of your yard.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't another piece of yard ornament.
they probably turned around and put it in their yard for $50.
Mm-hmm.
Jerks.
Mm-hmm.
actually do really well with girls' dance wear.
I've sold it a few times. Red sells. And the dance shoes.
Hmm. Yeah, I know. Summer, I gotta get my butt up too. I gotta go take some pictures.
I got a crop. I took my pictures. I'm trying to get through these puzzles and games and stuff so I can get them moved out. And I can move my coffee table out.
There you go.
I'm all excited. I have a plan.
Always good to have a plan.
The thing is like 50 pounds with old glass, old thick glass, and old wrought iron. Like a double layer coffee table.
Wow.
It was my grandparents and I just love it.
Ringo, enough. This way.
So the next game I'm working on is called What's Yours Like?
Uh-oh. That was like fun.
That sounds terrible.
Be clever, be witty, or be outrageous. When describing your swimsuit, neighbor, closet, hair, or whatever, guess word fit is picked. But best of all, be creative so you don't reveal the word to the player in the hot seat. Get ready for some side-splitting laughs as players answer, What's yours like? Maybe we could play something like this.
Maybe. I still like the first one.
I do too. We
I
could do
know that it would
both.
be. I know that it would be very involved and very, but we could figure it out.
I think so. We could do both.
Yeah. You're right.
So the other one is called, well, that doesn't sound very good. The unpredictable party game where you obey the card.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
Aren't you a bundle of laughs?
Mhm.
I feel like that'd be terrible. I could see the shit that it makes me do.
Draw from 5 crazy card categories as you move around the board. Obey the card to move forward. Fail to obey the card and move back. It's the addictively awesome game where you just don't just play, you obey.
I mean, doesn't that sound terrifying?
No? It causes random acts of silliness.
There you go.
Get that you get that muscle relaxer in you and you'll be doing that all night long.
I'll be falling asleep all night long. That's a song, you know.
We
Yep, it
could
is.
get Todd to do it.
Who sings that song?
I don't know.
Lionel
Not me.
Richie.
Yep. Lionel Richie.
I used to play the music game with my son. I'm pretty good at that stuff.
Mm.
I even tested my friend out and he got it right and I was surprised.
Huh.
It was an Andy Williams song. I didn't even know he knew who Andy Williams was.
No, I don't know. Not a one. All right. Enough of this killing time.
I'm sure that's a song too.
Yep, it is. It's a good one, actually. Is Clint Black? I think it's Clint
So.
Black. What are you doing? Huh? All right, I'm working. Get some work done.
You're thinking, that girl always works.
I'm gonna get off here.
Okay.
I'll
Go.
see you guys tomorrow.
Go.
I
Have
don't
a
feel
great
well,
evening.
so
You go get some rest.
I hope you feel better.
yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye. Elvis is getting mad. Elvis is trying to sleep, and Ringo's jumping all over him.
Aww.
And I don't want you to sleep. I want you to stay up and play. So Mama's working.
Well, I owned the dogs for a few years, and I heard this phrase, which I hadn't really heard the same way before, but 3 dog nights. We've had quite a few nights that were 3 dog nights.
Yeah, I'm thinking it probably won't be too late of a night tonight because I gotta get some rest.
I have to go to my mom's early in the morning.
Oh, do ya?
Mm-hmm. She called me, and she has a dog inherited by from somebody, and not a long story, but there's a story there. But she went and had the dog a bath, and she has a kennel. She has the girls' kennel at her house, one of their kennels at her house. And she bought a table that'll go right over it. So she was in the process of getting it down from her truck, and she fell with it on top of her.
Oh no.
And she said, "What do I do to when I bang my head against the ground?" He said, "Well, you stop doing that."
Poor thing.
Mm-hmm. So I told her I'd help her get the table. She said it's probably going to be stolen by the morning, which I don't think so. It won't be that bad. But I said I'm already committed. This is I was about to finish coming back to the show, and said I've already committed. So I'll go in the morning. It doesn't live that far. I feel I'm far
Are you
enough,
still
but
able to
close
drive
enough.
there?
We're about 6 miles apart.
And your car will make it there?
Yeah,
As long as you
yeah,
drive
my
it
car
over?
runs good. It just doesn't go backwards.
Oh. Are you going to get that fixed, or are you just going to kind of wing it?
I don't know. It runs really good, and Subarus are known to be good cars.
Right.
So,
I
for
mean, have you got a...
$2,000, I can buy another car.
That's true.
I do think it's worth fixing, but I want other bills and other life expenses taken care of first before I do
Right.
that.
Right.
And as life, as you know, is a little tough to plan like that, I'm not
True.
willing to make the commitment.
Yeah. Life is like a box of chocolates.
hmm And at this moment, if the car doesn't run, I still can get myself to work. It won't be fun and it won't be easy, but at least I can still get myself there.
Yeah.
My son's a big help on certain things, but other things like that, if I needed a daily ride, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do
No?
it willingly. And my mom will, but she is getting older.
Yeah.
I'll have to be ready for when she's not around. I'm not ready.
Yeah. That's, kind of what I mean, it's easy for me to say, I'm going to cancel my lunch with my mother-in-law, but she may not be here tomorrow.
hmm
And I would feel awful if that happened. And, you know,
That's where I'm
something
at with
happened
my
to her.
other mother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I'm just, that's the thing that keeps me, I like to go with her, but sometimes I need to work and I need to get things
hmm
done here. And it's not
hmm
always, you know, to my schedule, but I just say, oh, you got to do it and just buck up. She's helped me a ton. So
You have to do it.
I have to do it. And there's no getting out of it.
Well, this morning I had a lovely breakfast with my other mother, and she came out of her car in a knee brace.
Oh, wow.
She somehow slept wrong or something, and she has a pain in her neck, and she's had it, let's say, 6 months. And she's gone
Huh.
to physical therapy, she's gone here, she's gone there, and it's not fixed.
Huh.
And so she was crabby,
Yeah.
but she said, I couldn't stay home. And I know for the most part, one of her biggest things to do each week is to breakfast with me.
Right.
And so I'm I'm challenged,
Yeah.
you know. A couple
Sometimes you gotta just take a break though. Just do it.
just do it. Yeah.
Just do it. So she told me, she said, if you would have, I said, I was going to cancel today. And she goes, I wouldn't have let you.
Oh,
Okay. She said, I would have been right over there banging on your door,
does she
dragging you
drive?
out of there. Yeah.
Nice.
She actually comes, she lives about 30 miles away and she comes from there and picks me up. And then we go to lunch wherever.
Same here. It's about 25 miles.
Yeah. And she does that every time. So, I mean, how can you resist that? I mean,
Exactly.
that's just pure sweetness.
Absolutely.
So, and it. I think they look forward to it sometimes, well, probably more than we do, but
Absolutely.
she pushes the subject, so you can't really argue with that.
Well, that and it's um, for Lorena is her name, and for Lorena, if she weren't able to drive and to get around, that would be one of the biggest nails in her coffin.
Right.
And so she probably shouldn't be driving, but
Right.
I don't necessarily want to be the one to tell her she can't. But she's driving really slow, and she'll complain about other drivers occasionally. But honestly, for the last 6, 7 weeks, I've missed one because her granddaughter was in from out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we've met, she says, I was just a little bit, forgetful, or it just didn't feel the same.
Uh-huh.
And I get that, and I'm hearing her say it, and all that stuff. But I'm thinking she's saying it kind of quietly.
Right.
But quite honestly, she's yelling,
Right.
I
She's
need
yelling for
help.
help. Yeah. Yeah.
And I called her son-in-law. It's not by blood anymore, by marriage anymore.
Uh-huh.
But she has designated him to be her uh, overseer of life.
Right.
And he's in Tucson and has a family.
Right.
And she has 2 estranged daughters. And there's a whole long story. And she has a dead son and a dead granddaughter. And there's another great granddaughter who's not allowed to see her, and then a granddaughter who thinks she's the love of her life, but she is.
Hmm.
So she has people, but she is in a fully paid home. She's federal retired.
Mm-hmm.
She's comfortable,
Right.
but she refuses to go move to Tucson because one of her daughters is there, and she doesn't want to interfere. Well, they're both. All of these people in this story are stubborn as hell.
Right.
And then he called the son-in-law, and he's like, "Well, I'd have to leave work early." Yeah, motherfucker, you are in this. You know, you agreed to be her person.
Right.
She needs you. You need to, and she won't tell him all the inner secrets.
Right.
And I said, you need to come and just, spend a couple nights with her at her house. And I think in theory he's willing to do it and wants to do it, but he's got an action-packed life himself. He's not really trying to do it.
Right.
So I think
Well,
I
and
need
that's
to
going to be
call
the
him.
that's going to be the bad thing is,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to fall on somebody that is, their name isn't on the paperwork.
Exactly. And I think that's
then,
kind of happening now.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
And I think she sees it too. And not to say it in a negative way, but at the same time, it's like, you know, she struggles between the doctor's offices and going to get her driver's license, which she doesn't have current because they're all monkeying around with her.
Right.
I've offered to go with her to her doctor's appointment, and she's like, right? It's just, I love her dearly, and we are family together. But my friend doesn't like her. She doesn't like my friend. I mean, it's all, she's my wing girl when we go to garage sales and stuff.
Right.
And I'm effectively her daughter, and I'm happy for her to call me her daughter. My mom one day, she complained, and I said, I'm daughter enough for both of you. So don't fret on that.
Don't you worry your pretty little head.
Yeah, exactly. I got you two covered. And I used to try to get them together to refriend. No.
Mm-hmm.
pain and anguish was light and fluffy compared to what those two put each other
Oh
through.
my God. Yeah.
But go figure. It's just, bless their feet kicking hard. What is that southern insult? Bless their soul.
Mm-hmm. Bless your heart.
Ah, bless your heart. But they're cute. They're cute together. They're cute separately, but they're kind of cute together in how uncomfortable they make together.
Right.
That's probably not right to say, but it's what I feel. You can shake oil and vinegar together and make dressing. Make something good, or you let it sit and it just separates it.
Right.
Ugh.
That's a great analogy right there.
It's exactly how they are. Then my mom will say, well, you should invite Lorena to breakfast. Like after the last couple times where they've had problems. Like, oh, hell no. You guys can just know each other from afar. And then I say that they're like divorced, and my other mother doesn't like it and has told me not to say that anymore. But I still say it because that's exactly what's happened. They divorced.
Yeah.
But when you've been best friends for 45 years, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of time invested in somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just, they can't get over it.
No.
No. These pants have been a thorn in my side. I've been trying to ignore them and list around them because I just don't want to list them, and I'm going to get them listed.
Nice.
Get them out of here.
That's kind of what I focused on today. There's a bunch of stuff that needs to be listed, photographed already. But there's like a layer of stuff on top of that that hadn't been pictured. I just started piling stuff up.
Yeah.
Just got it started.
Tess, your dollar. Rachel, no, Rachel. Robin. I try to keep everybody's names right. Their PayPal names
Right.
compared to their real names. Sometimes I don't. I'm okay. I do okay. I just can't. I can't remember who. I think Catherine Freeman. I think she's Sharking Mom's deals, but I can't swear on that. I probably shouldn't anyway. But
I don't know, so I'm just agreeing.
if you know, let me know. But I think that's who it is. Submit. Submit. Okay. Look at that chat. See.
You probably all see.
Yes, Tessa, I got your dollar. Yeah, it's just me and Michelle on tonight.
Where's the exciting to?
Robin says, "Who the hell is Rachel?" I meant to say Robin, but then I said Rachel, so I don't know.
Right,
Probably.
Robin? Why are you not in the chat? Why are you in the chat, not in the show?
Right. And same with Megan.
Now's the time.
Come on in. My youngest son was Marty McFly, and he wore a DeLorean car as his costume. My
Oh,
husband makes a car for his costume every year, and the car always made out of cardboard. That's awesome. You'll have to show us some pictures of that. We would love to see that.
yeah.
Beth says, remember the old Kilroy image, like the two eyes and the nose hanging over a brick wall? And she says, that's who Michelle reminds me of sometimes. Because your camera, you only get to really see your like your nose and your
Well,
and
I
your
don't think
eyes.
I'm that. I guess I can see the nose down, but I can see how. Yeah, see, I have
There
a
you
chin.
go. Yeah,
Yes.
you have a whole face. That's awesome.
Okay, sometimes I'm a little nervous because I might not have pants on. But I've noticed that in other people, like Jessica,
Jessica does that a
she
lot. Yeah,
she's a low rider.
yeah.
Yeah. Now I get to
Well,
see my double chin and my fat neck over there. But it is a little dark. I need to get the lighting situation. I need to get stuff moved out so I can move my lamp in.
yeah.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Frankie said she's going to get a new computer, so
Nice.
hopefully I will be able to come on the panel. That would be awesome. We would love to have you, Frankie. We would love to have you here. Yeah, I'll probably. I mean, I guess it just depends, but I'll. I got a bunch more listings to get put up, but summer, and we got Frankie. Frankie, do they call you Frankie or do they call you Fran? I'm not ever sure what to call you. I never knew. I think it's Frankie though, but I could be wrong. It don't happen very often, but
Nice.
either one. I like Frankie. I had an aunt that her name was Frankie Joanne. What do you mean, Summer? Summer, she's Kids, Deals, and More. She sent me $1. Right? I gotta make sure now. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, I like that. I think her name was Frankie Joanne. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Hot. 2 Mollies. There's your commercial ad. Frankie's Fine says, "Oh, cool. My full name is Francine," which I like that name too. I think it's a beautiful name. But that is what Mom called me when I was in trouble, so it kind of makes me cringe. I get you. I understand. I used to hear Valerie Sue. That was when I really knew I was in trouble.
I don't get it often, but I hear Misha Lee every once in a while.
Misha Lee? I
Yeah,
like
my
that.
middle name is Lee. Michelle Lee.
Man. Seems like whenever I sit in this chair, I don't know what's going on with that. Summer said she'll be back.
Well, I've been doing good, just sitting here cropping and getting up,
Lots.
just rolling forward.
Her brother said, Frankie's Fine said, "My brother had 2 middle names. Good thing it gave him a little extra time." Yeah, just a few seconds could be worth a lot, huh? Oh, yeah, I figure we'll probably wrap it up around 11-ish. I need to get the rest of these listings up.
What number are you at now?
1. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. What the heck? Yeah, I am. I just finished 1. I suck. Oh well. I got to talk to my bestest friends ever.
Oh, nice.
That's worth something.
Absolutely. Well, that's, I think, too, for me, the part of the good parts of the show, it keeps me sitting down. Because I can be distracted with 42 things.
Yep. Hey, you need to get out of there. You got big dog food. Go on. Go. I don't know what it is about all this puppy chow, but the big lot, the older dogs, they like the puppy chow too. After this bag, I think we're going to regular dog food.
Well, maybe the puppy chow has a higher fat or maybe a sweeter.
Might. I mix their wet dog food with a little bit of the puppy chow, and they
Mhm.
actually really do real well with it. But that's the only time I give it to them.
I don't know that it's a good dog food, but I buy my girls Rachel Ray dog food.
Uh-huh.
And there's a handful of ingredients, and the first one is meat.
That's
If
good.
I
They always
catch
say
it on
that's a good thing.
sale, absolutely. If I can catch it on sale, it's like $15.99.
Mm. I usually feed the dogs kibbles and bits, and they do pretty good with that.
Nice.
But Roscoe is losing his teeth. We don't have very many left. And I'm sure that's why he likes the little puppy chow. Easier to chew.
Mm-hmm.
Elvis just loves it. He'll fight over it.
I knew a lady, she would make dog treats and she would make a lot of the dog's food. And I remember she was telling us what she did, but I kept remembering she would, a lot of what she put in was green beans.
Huh.
I mean, it had meat and green beans and like a few other things, but seems like those dogs ate a lot of green beans. Which I'm sure was, I mean, green beans are good. I'm sure they tasted great, but
Yeah.
I was never really sure how that whole process, or what the outcome of the green beans was.
My daughter, they give their pets, they give the pit bulls, they give them baby carrots for their
Aw,
treats. And they eat them,
yeah,
just like they're chocolate or something.
right.
They just tear them up.
Same here.
So
I could give mine, I don't know, weird stuff. They'd eat it.
huh.
Eat first, ask questions later. That's
Yeah.
their motto.
Well, um, Ringo has not had, I don't give him table food or anything like that. I just give him
Hmm.
regular. But everybody gets dog food. I don't give them anything. Oh, well, that's a lie. Because I do give them, sometimes bologna and cheese,
Right.
and sometimes hot dogs. They love hot dogs. But that's about it.
I
Other
like it
than
when
the
they're on
regular.
sale. So like the dollar hot dogs.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yep.
I really like hot dogs too, but I have to be careful because I can see it in my blood sugar when
Yeah.
I've had too many hot dogs.
I'm not much of a, Mike was a real big hot dog eater, and I would eat them. Sometimes he'd want that for dinner and I'd eat them, but really not my thing.
Right.
Not my cup of tea. Such a weird dog.
One day I think I'm down to one dog. I think the other one went out there. Sometimes they fight like sisters, and sometimes they're buddies. But a lot of times they don't hang separate, but it's like they do.
Uh-huh.
I think they're telling me we're not twins. We don't do everything exactly alike.
There you go.
I have a picture of Ramona's face the minute before the other dogs came out. She was not happy when she saw those dogs at all. It
He's
was
like,
very funny.
Mom,
Yeah. Am I
this
not
is not.
dog enough for you?
Yeah.
What is this? And then, like, my mom, they, Savannah, the black one, already knew how to play ball, and my mom said ball, and that's when she learned she could play. And Ramona would just look at her like, you have to do tricks. Like, it's just so funny.
Yeah.
Well, today they spent quite a bit of time outside, so that
Yeah.
was good.
Ringo, no, no. Elvis is not a girl.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I am well. How about you?
I'm doing okay.
Glad to see you.
Okay. That's weird. I still have headphones on, and now I'm hearing myself say hello. Okay, we're turning that off. Oh, that was kind of creepy.
I got it before, but I did kind of hear it today when we were talking to Kay.
Mm-hmm. Just a little.
Not very much, but just a little bit.
Yeah, it was just a tad.
Robin said hello. And I'm in the dark. Beth pointed.
Me too, and the light's on.
Well, I just thought I'd log on to the computer for a second because at least a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then I can switch over to the phone or whatnot. But my phone doesn't like to cooperate.
That's weird.
I had a moment earlier this evening, like my computer took a hiccup, the router took a hiccup. I couldn't get onto my phone or my tablet fast enough. It was just like this. I don't know how long I was gone, Val. Like
Probably
20 minutes.
Yeah, it was about 20 minutes or so.
Your router had the hiccups?
Yeah, and it somehow dropped the internet. And I'm like clicking, and I'm in the Hangout. And I'm like, well, what's happening? And I paid the bill, so I just was having that moment where you just kind of have to go one step, after the other, just to backtrack to see what's connected and where it stops. Stops being connected.
But you got it.
But I got it.
You got it figured out.
Well, that's good.
So I bought, in my travels, I bought a box of seashells. So that's something I'm going to have to investigate. And
Do you want to sell them?
I do.
Okay, you can sell them on Etsy.
I can sell them on Etsy, and they're quirky shapes.
Well, there you go.
And so I think it'll be cool.
Yeah.
I didn't take a picture of all of them. I just did some, like the biggest, coolest ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to do some research.
There you go.
In my photoing and moving of stuff, I unearthed some things too.
After dark in the dark.
Yeah,
Marco said.
yeah. This is
I suppose I could go turn on
reseller
my
after
gun.
dark.
I look like I should be telling ghost stories. I see myself in the camera. My computer lighting. Of course, it would be appropriate this
Yeah.
weekend.
Perfect. Oh my goodness.
There. Is that better?
Nice.
Yeah, I always like to see your pretty face.
Well, thanks. I don't feel very pretty most of the time.
Yeah.
But I did just do a Nikki haircut today.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Not as much, but
Let's
I took
do
a
it.
couple inches off.
My hair is really long. It hasn't been this long in a very, very long
Ends of
time.
it.
And I tend to have it up in what I call a nun bun. And my friend a few years ago, he said, I really like your hair long. I turned into freaking Rapunzel. I want to get it cut, but I kind of like it.
I've got my barn ponytail. That's pretty much how it stays. I haven't
My,
had a real haircut in years, and I used to be a hairdresser.
I think my hair is long enough to do the locks of love.
Probably.
How long is it?
Yeah. Probably to my bra strap. Bra
That should be
across.
long enough.
I think you need 11 inches.
That should be long enough.
I think so. But I'm afraid where that 11 inches is going to stay. You know, would I need a wedge?
Do you have any coloring in it?
No. It's
Yeah, they
all
don't typically
natural.
like chemically treated hair.
Yeah. Well, my son has true auburn red hair, and I always wanted him to do the locks of love. And I think in theory he would have liked to when he was younger, but he never really had it past his collar
Yeah.
on his ears too much. He did choose to get his hair cut. So,
I once met the owner of a salon that made wigs and stuff for locks of love type of thing.
hmm
And although the cause is really good, she was a bitch.
Yeah.
no.
It's kind of sad
Ooh.
for such a good cause, and she was such a nasty woman.
Well, I'm sure they get paid, but probably not enough.
There's
Well,
quite a
some
few of them out there that do it for, donation or, do it for free.
right, and then there's the other salons like this lady that charges like anywhere from $300 to $500 for her wigs.
Exactly. Yeah.
Bye, Robin.
Bye, Robin.
Bye,
Nighty night.
Robin. I'll be heading there soon.
I was hoping that I was going to be able to join in the challenge tomorrow. However, we went
Uh-oh.
to just take the packages over to FedEx and the post office today. I usually do a Saturday drop off.
Mm-hmm.
That keeps me ahead for Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been seeking out places where we could do auctions. So, and we remember seeing one a few years back. So we sought out to look for that one, started the GPS, and on the way, we ran into a thrift shop that we'd never been in, which ironically was in the same building that we remember that other auction house being in.
Oh,
So we
wow.
were like, immediate left turn, go check out the thrift shop. And they had it kind of labeled as a boutique, so that kind of made me a little like, we might hate it. It might be expensive.
Mm-hmm.
That word they like to use, meaning
Exactly.
high end and expensive, and not somewhere where you're going to find a lot of stuff. And we were snooping around, went directly to the hard goods. Well, the first thing we saw was like tables of True Religions, Miss Me's, whatever. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
um, and actually, they weren't bad. They were like $15 a piece. I mean, it's not anything that I want to get into because I just think they're too hard to authenticate.
Right.
I've already owned 2 pairs of false religions that I learned my mistake, not going to go there again. But then we went over to the hard goods, and Larry found some stuff, and from the next aisle, I hear him make a funny noise, like, oh, look what I found. And so I come around the corner, I'm like, did I just hear a noise? Like, come and look at what I found. He pointed, and I was like, ooh. And so I was looking at that, and then I thought, well, we've never been here, but since I want to buy multiples, I wonder if someone might cut me a deal.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought about it for a minute. Then he turns around, and they've got these beautiful displays of like dining room tables and hutches and desks, and they're all like they've literally got table settings and chairs up to them. And well, he happened upon the desks, and they were fairly affordable.
Mm-hmm.
Um, And we've been wanting to just overhaul the entire shop, which was like mainly for sewing, into my eBay room.
Mm-hmm.
And we really need to do it. So then he starts looking at desks. And then, of course, he found like the most beautiful combination in the color that I like. And I'm like, So I got to thinking. And then I sat down. And then I said, "Are you guys open tomorrow?" And he said, "No, sorry, we're not." And then, like, what, a minute? Not even a minute later, the sales manager comes back and says, "Hey, you looking at desks?" And I was like, "Well, I guess so." And he said, "Well, and if this isn't, what you need, I've got a whole lot more in the back." And he's
Wow.
like, "But it might be overwhelming. Like, if you like this one, we'll just go with this one. But my selection in the back might be a little overwhelming to you." And we're thinking, we'd seen these people come flying in and out of the back door, or the little swingy doors.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Well, why don't you come back? I got another idea." He talked about how big it was and what I needed it for. And of course, I didn't say, "I have an eBay store." I have a home office, and I also like to sew, so I don't want to have to put the sewing machine away.
Mm-hmm.
And so, whatever. So we go in the back room, and it was like, oh, how many rows?
Nice.
At least 10 aisles. It looked like we walked into like Home Depot.
Wow.
Like 10 aisles of racks all the way to the ceiling in this back warehouse, and like washers and dryers. And I looked down some of the aisles, and I'm like, coolers and like he's like, "So there's all my desks, and there's an entire like row all up top and wrapped in plastic and whatever. Like, he takes care of that stuff." Anyway, he opened my eyes. I said, "Well, you must do like liquidations or, whatever." I guess he owns a moving company too.
Oh.
So when people ask I'm sorry, I just dumped that on the ground. When people ask for moving services, sometimes they just say, I don't really want this anymore, and I don't want it put in the new house. Do you want it? And they're like, "Well, it's a tax write-off if you want to give it to us." So gets inventory from like estates, and it was gorgeous. So we worked a little deal, and then we got back out. He said, "Well, we can deliver it. And since you don't know what size, since you need to do some measuring,
Mm-hmm.
here's my phone number. Call me before the store closes or whatnot tonight, since we're not open Sunday. My moving guy will call you Monday, but I'll just, if you want the desk, we'll just charge it through on your credit card. And then my guy will call you on Monday, and you can arrange a time for it to be delivered." I was like, delivery from a thrift store? Oh, I was in heaven. And I said, "Well, by the way, there's this other stuff over here that I would like several of. Can we work something out?" And he was like, "Well, here, come show me." And I went, bing, 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 like, I want all those things. And he was like, yeah, let's see. I'm going to cut you a crazy deal here. How's $50? I'm like, done.
Nice.
Because I was thinking in my head, like, if I could get him down to like 60, that'd be great. And he offered 50, so I'm like, yeah. And then
Good
I
job.
got to the front, and I thought, he said something about, um, would you like to donate? Um, they like, similar to Goodwill, they like help people get back on their feet, and from addictions and whatever. And would you like to donate? And typically, even though I'm not heartless, I usually say no, just because I'm on a tight budget, like
Sure.
shoestring. Like, I'm right next to needing help and donations
Right.
all the time, or feel as such. But then I thought, you know what? This guy took me in the back room. This guy cut me a deal the first time that he met me. This guy has amazing, beautifully clean store. and all this inventory. Yeah, why don't you take $5? It was like my little admission fee.
There you go.
Like, yeah, let's so when I called him back, because it turns out that the desk will fit, which round the block is why I might not be able to list tomorrow. I have to take advantage of when Larry has a day off so that we can, with our 2 bad backs, clear out that room
Yeah.
and especially ready it for the new desk. Because
Nice.
I'm sitting at a high counter type of dining room table, and I'm sitting at a high dining room table type of situation here with the chair like way hiked up, and I think that's part of what's hurting my back so bad.
Yeah, I
So
would say so.
I'm hoping that a regular height desk might help me out a little bit. So anyway, it was fun. I thought, we'll consider that $5 an admission fee. But when I called him back, he said, "And you know what, Megan? You call me back anytime you need something, and I might have it for you. You let me know if I can help you."
Wow.
I'm like, "Oh, are you a good man?"
Man, you don't know what you got yourself into.
I know. Well, and especially when I identified the things that I wanted.
Hmm.
Like, he might not have known what my home business was until I wanted a bulk of something.
Right.
And I'm sure he identified right away as to what I do. And he
Mhm.
wasn't intimidated by it. So I'm like,
Right.
perfect. That's what I've needed. And I've been so sad because my favorite thrift store, that had like dollar days and where I could just
Hmm.
go in and whatever, they shut down. I went down to the
Wow.
other location because I had a certificate. They had a little rewards card
Hmm.
where if you spent $100, you got a free 10. And so they'd stamp it with little, stamps. And I had one of those filled up. I was ready to go get my $10 and I pulled in the parking lot and they were closed. I'm like, oh.
Oh.
And so then I went down to the other, like, bigger location that I'd never been to. And the front of that one says clearance center. I had no idea that that one was like a bins for
Wow.
that store. And they were closed too. I'm like, oh
Oh.
no, the whole chain closed.
Oh,
So I've been a little bummed lately. So running into this guy was like, yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
because it seems as though the
That's
auction
awesome.
circuit's a little dry around here. I'll find something. I know they do auctions, but we never did find that auction house. We found some bail bond places though. So just in case you
There you
need
go.
that,
yeah.
right
You
across,
never know.
right across from a jail.
There you go.
Yeah, we were wondering why we were finding bail bond places and not an auction house. We look across and there's the sheriff's office. And I'm like, oh,
Good
well,
reason.
that would make sense.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it was like in an industrial area too. It was just didn't seem like a place where you'd see a police station and jail and huh? Or bail bonds places, yeah, like in little warehouses.
Hmm.
But do you know, is it common that, I mean, it's been since I was a child that I went to an auction. Do you know if it's common that they're not labeled very well? I mean, I would think that auction houses have signs.
Mm,
Otherwise, you wouldn't have a whole lot of people showing
I
up.
don't know. I would think that they kind of keep that stuff, from like the public, like the street traffic. I
Uh-huh.
would think that they would want to keep that stuff, because they probably do some kind of advertising somewhere.
Yeah. It
So,
was probably the holding tank for the sheriff, Eric said.
well, possibility.
Yeah, they auction him off. Make money for the city.
Yeah,
I'm only joking, but
exactly.
yeah, I would think they'd want some street traffic or like drawing attention to it, but maybe it is permanently closed. But I'll find some other ones, but it seems like the auctions that I'm finding are like a couple hours away. So,
Yeah.
but if this guy cleans out estates,
Yeah. You might have a permanent. You may not need an auction.
I know,
This
and
guy might just keep you busy.
pretty busy. Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
the relationships you build.
yeah. Well, I was just so impressed. I'm excited because he was willing to make a deal on the first time I met him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That's awesome.
yeah, and I was buying a like office thing too. So
Yeah.
he probably just from that knew that I was very serious about what I was going to do.
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't ask for a deal on that and I didn't get a deal on that. And that was the first thing that we talked about. The other thing was just a side, like, he just took us in the back room. We got to see the wizard's lair.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he probably takes too many customers back there. So that was pretty cool. He was even going to drive. He so much as hopped in the forklift. He was going to go and like pull one of the desks down. They were
Oh,
like
wow.
what, like 30 feet in the air. They were like way up, and he was gonna pull one of them down so I could see it. So I was like, "You're willing to get in
Wow.
a forklift and like go through this effort for me?" But
Oh,
yeah, for some window shoppers that had never been there before, he was pretty cool. Now that guy wants to keep his place open. That's awesome.
Yep. That's true.
So yeah, so if he's the guy that can make the deals, that's my guy. No pun intended.
I was like,
You're my guy.
hang
Yeah.
on there.
But
That's cool.
I'm still trying to convince this guy that we could be doing more. He's a good shopper. He always finds the good stuff. I get suckered into like, ooh, shiny. And although that might sell, then all of a sudden he comes around the corner, what, yesterday with a tripod. Like, what do you
Oh,
think of
wow.
that? Like, put it in the cart.
Yeah.
I'm like, how about this little horse book? He's like, what about a cast iron boot jack? I'm like, how are you finding this stuff? And I just like, I'm not bad at it, but I like having
So,
a second pair of eyes.
sure. Absolutely.
You're a little delayed. I'm going to try to refresh. If I lose you, I'll come back.
Okay.
I should be able to just refresh the screen, right?
Yeah, you should.
I just realized something that expired on Etsy has the wrong title. Like completely wrong.
Uh-oh.
No wonder it didn't sell.
Mm-hmm.
My wool mini skirt's not a denim mid
Okay.
calf wrap skirt.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
Mm-hmm.
good.
Mm-mm.
See, and now he just identified a couple of things that I should try to put in for the challenge tomorrow.
Aha.
Oh,
So
just
what's your priority? Are you going to be part of the challenge? Or are you going to get more stuff?
that pot's getting pretty big. But I need to take advantage of
The time.
the muscle power and the time while
Yeah,
I'm at it,
yeah.
especially if I got a new desk being delivered. What time's the challenge? 10 o'clock your time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 9 here.
Yeah.
Oh, he said, okay, wake up early, listed at 9, win at 9:05, and then you're done.
There you go. It don't happen that easy, though. You got to go the full 8 hours.
Sounds good.
See, it doesn't technically start until the half-hour mark, though.
True. I think we're going to start. We're going to go ahead and just start at 10.
Okay.
I think we're just going to start doing that. And that way, it doesn't hold anybody up and all that, but
Well, my biggest challenge is that I've got some stuff that we picked up yesterday and, of course, today, but I haven't gotten to clean any of it.
yeah.
And I'm kind of excited to clear out that room for some of my sewing, too, because I have an item that I was originally going to keep it, but I don't think it's going to fit. So I was going to sell that, but I could do an item not as described, but I just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
There's a little hole where she ripped the tag out of it. Other than that, it's pretty new, but I'd like to be able to just throw that in the sewing machine for, 10 seconds. Just a little zip and fix it, and then I can sell it. Unfortunately, because I bought it for myself,
Mm-hmm.
or intended to buy it for myself, I paid retail. And I didn't realize that. So, boo, I won't be able to get much of a profit out of it, if any.
Yeah.
At least you get something.
Right. If I can get some return on it.
Okay. I got 3 more listings I got to get up.
I.e. shut up.
Good for you. I've been cropping.
I've been lollygagging.
I have to get listings done tomorrow. I have goods, hard goods, soft goods, clothes. I got all kinds of shit.
So, back to the drawing board.
Oy.
Eric Dominic said, I just realized my kids made off with a part from a listing. What part do
Uh-oh.
they make off with? How? your computer screen, or how did they do that? You were listing a toy, weren't you? Board game?
Come here, Trixie.
I'm hoping to hear back from the other gal that said that she had a bunch of stuff that she just wanted to get rid of, but she had to wait for her husband to move some furniture so that she could get to it. And I'm like, come on. I want some stuff. Give me stuff.
So the stuff you're going to move out of your sewing room, where is it going? And what is it stuff you're going to sell?
No, Michelle, I don't. That's the question. That's why we need time. That's why it's been delayed for
A while.
months. Because it's just yeah, we take it from one corner and then it goes somewhere else, and then
yeah.
that corner annoys us, and then it goes somewhere else, and pretty soon
Yeah.
it just kind of crawls all over your house.
Mm-hmm. I got that here too.
Especially when we've had like family emergencies and life happens, and then I've got like the horse shows and stuff, and
Right.
those have just kind of come to a settling kind of pause for a few months. So when there's other things to do, you go, eh. And then they knock on your door and want to tear down your kitchen, and you're mortally embarrassed that your house looks like you've hoard.
Uh-oh.
Like, please don't be making any comments when you go to the manager's office. No, I mean it's not like hoarder bad, but you guys know how it gets.
I know. I know.
I want a new kitchen, but I would keep him at the door too. I don't want him in my kitchen. It's not bad. It's just
Oh, this wasn't by my request. This started on my birthday and it lasted for like 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Because there was, I guess, a leak downstairs, and
Oh.
you know, that was when everyone was teasing me about whether the Russian maintenance men were actually strippers. Did I ask?
That's. Oh.
You remember that?
Yes, I remember.
No, they're really Russian. So they kept coming to the door and ripping this apart and ripping that apart. We have a new disposal and we have a new dishwasher now.
That's
And-
good.
but there's also a hole in the wall inside underneath where the dishwasher is, where they dug out
Oh no.
the leak that wasn't there. The leak turned out to be upstairs.
Oh my
So they ripped
gosh.
her place apart too. But, what do you do?
Yeah.
And then instead of, they always do like our filters or whatnot every 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And we knew that that would be like coming up on the list. And Larry said, so did they just like go ahead and change the filters while they were in here invading our house? No. We get a notice, what, 2 days later?
Oh
We
gosh.
finally were like, we can put our kitchen back together. The world's a cool place. And 2 days later, we get a memo that they're going to come and change the filters. Oh, Lordy.
Back to havoc.
Right. Which, I mean, it isn't really a big deal, but as you guys were saying, it's like when that lady was going to come and look at the treadmill. I just don't
Yeah.
like, I just don't,
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm not a mean person. I've never been an entertainer. I've never been like a party
I don't.
hooker. I like my little private space.
Yeah. I don't want to sit in my house and talk to you and for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So no.
Mhm.
And I don't want you in my house because you're the city clerk, and you can tell the mayor anything and get me kicked out or
Yep.
shunned or whatever they call it around here.
pitchfork.
I know what term that's from.
I know. I know.
What do they call it here?
Just didn't want to deal with it.
Well, it's like shunned, but they call it something different. Oh,
Who?
it's like privacy. Uh, this, it's not penance. It's not privacy. They have a funny word for it here, where it's something about like pondering how wonderful you are, or how you need to repent. They send you a way to repent, but they have a name for it.
Prison.
Yeah, prison.
Excommunicate?
No, but that's another one. Oh well, we're heading down a wrong path. So, all right, we're making a U-turn. The little black dog, Val, that's Elvis.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
is Elvis a girl?
No, he's a boy.
Oh, you have all boys.
Yeah, I have all boys.
Okay. I kept hearing you say she.
Well, I do that. And apparently I do that pretty frequently because Nikki and Sally, they all say that I call Ringo a girl.
Oh, gotcha.
So.
Oh, Elvis heard his name.
Yep, he did.
What did I do?
He's like, heads up. What's going on?
He looks guilty. What did he do?
He didn't do nothing. He just looks like that. I don't know why, but I know.
My dad always used to make me so mad because I had cats and dogs, but no matter what the sex of them were,
Uh-huh.
the dogs were always like my whole life, dogs are boys and cats are girls. I don't know what, but
Yeah.
he'd be petting my I think I told you the story about when I adopted my kitty from the Humane Society. He was like
Mm-hmm.
completely declawed and so shy and scared of boots. Like if ever I put winter boots on or barn boots, he'd like run and hide for hours.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then he just became such a love bug. And so many people, I think you said it yesterday in one of your feeds, that um, someone threatened coming and stealing Ringo.
Mm-hmm.
So many people had told me this about my cat, saying, if he's ever missing, you'll know where he is, because
Yeah.
he became such a love bug. Everybody fell in love with him. He'd sleep in
Aw.
anybody's lap. And there, my dad is like not a cat person. He doesn't hate them. He just doesn't really like them.
Right.
And the I don't know, it must have been the look on his face, but every cat that I ever had was magnetized to him. So
Oh, wow.
especially that love bug, and he'd go crawl up in his lap and take a good old nap so that my dad couldn't move. He felt so guilty moving. But like I don't know why she won't just jump down. Like it's a he.
Yeah.
It's a he. Still a he. Every time for years. But yeah, so many people told me that I'd have no idea where my cat is. If he'd ever disappeared, I'd have no idea where he went because so many people were in love with him.
Yeah, my cat is an outside cat even in the wintertime, and if I try to bring him in, he will not come in. Because I'm sure he's like, afraid of the dogs, so I'm sure that's part of the reason, but
Oh.
he just will not.
What if you
Even
got
when the even
him?
when the dogs weren't here, he would I tried to bring him in and he wouldn't even come in when the dogs weren't here.
Really?
Yeah, he was not interested.
He's just a free spirit.
Yeah. So I just leave him outside. He he actually stays in my I have a tool chest on my truck, and so he stays underneath in the bed. He stays underneath the tool chest, so that kind of keeps him out of the weather, you know.
Hush.
Huh.
And I'll put a little tarp when it's right before it starts snowing. I'll put a little tarp over it, and
He
that
goes
way it'll.
in the tool chest?
What's that?
He goes in the tool chest?
No, he goes underneath it because it doesn't go all the way down to the bed, to the
Oh,
bottom of the bed. There's like a little area that he can get into. And so he'll just go in there and that's where he stays. That's where he spends his time.
huh. I wonder if you got him like a little like kitty condo type cat tree thing where he could
Maybe.
stamp away from
Maybe.
the
I
dogs
just
if he'd be
I
willing.
just don't I just don't think he's interested at all in even sharing an area.
Hi, Julie.
So hockey. Jockey, not hockey. Medium.
I heard you telling stories yesterday, Julie, but I didn't get to come on yesterday and join you guys. Is there anybody still in the chat?
I don't know. I don't
Once
know.
I'm finally like, I'm just not working on eBay at the moment. Shame, shame, but
I am.
I figured I'd hold down my
Slowly, but
cat.
I am.
Now no one's chatting. Eric said nope, which means you're in the chat. Says
Let's see.
25 watching, huh? But no one's chatting.
Wow.
Everyone must be listening really concentrated.
Grandma
Yeah.
Wrinkle says she's still there.
There she is.
Yeah, there's a few people in there. I don't know why I would say 25 watching, but
Maybe
Julie
they
says
just
there's
left it
25
up.
waving.
mm,
Oh, taking photos, Eric said.
it is a working hangout,
It is.
so y'all should be working.
Right.
I have
Okay,
one more shirt.
I'm not allowed. I'm not working.
I got one more shirt to do. I just got another sale.
Yay.
Woohoo!
I got a couple of good ones today. Last night was pretty busy. I mean, it wasn't like I think it was 3,
Uh-huh.
but they were decent size. So I
Good.
don't mind them being fewer when they're decent size. If they're just little
Right.
baby ones. I'm not ungrateful if they're baby ones, but
Right. Right.
the little baby ones, I'm hoping that it stimulates the store for the bigger ones.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I just got $34.99 for something that I paid $1 for. Woo!
Isn't that awesome? I just love that.
Yeah.
I know.
I have my second sale on Poshmark today.
Oh, nice.
So I sold 2 things over there. So it's turning out to be. I only got eight things left up there, so I don't have much of a selection.
Your
So.
closet's a little slim.
It is. It is.
Little
It's just the beginning.
But I just got a new wardrobe, so
right.
I'm gonna be building it, bulking it up. I really like that over there. I think it's a good additional opportunity.
I wouldn't mind trying it, but especially with that favorite thrift that I had recently closing.
Yeah.
That's where I got the majority of my clothes.
Right.
And I had kind of settled predominantly on jeans.
Mhm.
I've just never been a clothing buff. I remember more than several, but many, many times in my life, someone saying, "Oh, did you see what she was wearing?" I'm like, "No, I really didn't. I don't pay attention. I don't know. I don't."
Well,
Maybe
like
someday.
I always say,
Don't
I
really care.
never pay attention to brand. I mean, I can't say I never do, but I don't. I pay attention to the way it looks.
Yeah.
That's what catches my eyes. So.
Yeah, and I guess I used to have a couple of good like girlfriends that like they really like to shop. And so when I was
Mhm.
out with them, they'd go, "Oh, that'd be really cute on you." I'm like, "Oh, well, how'd you do that?" Like I'd go in the dressing room and I'd put it on and I was like, "I'll be damned, it is cute on me." But I don't know, I could never pick it out for myself. So like
Yeah.
some of my friends were good at picking out clothes for me, but as soon as I was too distant from them, like they're in other states, to go shopping with them, I just relented to my horsey world of jeans and t-shirts and hoodies, and I'm good.
Yeah.
So with my favorite jean shop closing down,
Mm,
I just don't see myself going over there. There's nothing against it, but
right.
and I'm kind of always been a keep to my own person anyway. So all the sharing and the, oh, that's cute, and I'm going to like your shirt. Well, honestly, I don't know if I like it or not.
Well, there's a lot of people I've heard, like even Jessica said, she doesn't do a whole lot of that.
Yeah.
Um,
And she still sells
and
successfully
she still says I mean, she's not like, ambassador or anything like that, but she still sells every once in a while. She's not
That's cool.
breaking the bank, but you know.
Yeah, I don't want to be like that fake, oh, I love your closet type person. Like, because I'm like, I don't really care about your closet. I'll be completely honest. So
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. I'm open to things. I'm trying really hard not to have clothing be the predominant part of my store.
right.
I don't
Right. And
mind, but
that's completely understandable. I mean, I get that.
Yep.
now I do have a bunch of old like costume jewelry and stuff that I
Mhm.
inherited from my grandma. And I've kind of debated whether I should go through that and stuff. And, that might be a place where that stuff sells well. So
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I might dip
I
my
think
toe in.
Etsy might be a better place for truly vintage jewelry,
Well, and that's
costume
what I was
jewelry.
thinking. I already have an Etsy account, so that's probably where I would head with for that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think Posh is probably like, and this is just my opinion. I have no idea, but from what I gather, it's more like the audience is more like hipsters, young millennials.
No, not necessarily.
No?
Nope.
I
I thought
think
it
a
was kind
large
of a younger
percentage
crowd.
are.
I think there's all kinds of
Yeah.
genre ages there. And I think you just have to have, just like eBay, I think you just have to be very diverse and have, different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and that's maybe what held me back from going over there because I thought it was like more of a younger crowd.
I thought the same thing,
Huh.
but it's not. I've not seen, I've seen, since I've been over there and started looking at other people's closet, it's really, I would say it's probably more mall brands and um not high end, not a whole lot of high end from what I've seen.
Maybe that's where it's gotten a little, it's broadened out.
Right.
Like it started, well, I mean, even the name,
Mhm. Mhm.
like kind of screams like younger, fashionable,
Yep.
high-end type of stuff. So maybe they've just evolved. It was also the fact that I really, really, really despise listing on my phone. And
Yeah.
they used to only have the phone app.
Right.
And I didn't like that either. So I can totally appreciate that.
Yeah. Grandma Wrinkles, I agree. She said I dress like a hobo and I sell clothes. I just know if they're cute or classy, and that's all I know.
Aw.
That's not me. I can tell if something's cute, but oftentimes I miss though too. Like, oh, this will sell right away, and it's still sitting. Oh, yeah, I don't. Not my field. Now you ask me about like leather goods or horse equipment or whatever. I'm in.
Sure.
I
Sure.
gotcha. So that's my thing. She said, "Where is the best place to sell vintage clothing?" I may have asked this before. Um, if it's truly vintage, and I believe the cutoff is 25 years, they might have cut it to 20. You could check on the rules on Etsy. If it is truly vintage, Etsy might be a good place for it.
Yeah.
They're in 1998.
98, so that would
I
be
checked with them.
25. No,
Yeah.
20, 20. right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Math in the morning or math at night. Oh, you have some that's 40 or 50 years old. Huh.
Etsy.
You might actually try eBay in that case. I mean, yes, Etsy definitely like is a vintage place. But it's vintage handmaids and craft supplies. And since eBay's been around a little longer, has some more kind of tenure, and they're big on collectibles, you know, there are a lot of people who collect vintage pieces like that.
There's a lot of vintage that's not handmade clothing over at
Oh, I know.
Etsy.
That was 3 different things.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Vintage, handmaids, and crafting supplies.
Yeah. But you might try to to look at what you're trying to sell and see if you can find it, because you may not find what you have, but you actually may find many others of what you have. You can kind of gauge to see what's popular, or if there's something like it.
Well, in which case, yeah, you don't want to get discouraged if you can't find something that you have, because that means that if you truly know that it is an older piece, that you might be the only one, and you might want to consider putting that on an auction. That's why I say eBay. Maybe try eBay first on an auction, because you never know. Put it at your lowest price that you'd accept, and you might have 2 or 3 people fighting over it. There's a lot of vintage
Absolutely.
clothing collectors, and Etsy, you do have to just pick a price over there.
But you can put it higher and let it ride. That's the thing I like about Etsy too, is because there's things that they can offer, they can inquire, but if you have a true vintage item that is collectible and unique, somewhat unique, you can put it for a price closer to what you want. And I think you see that more overall. People are putting stuff up, even Mart brands, they're putting at a higher price on Etsy just because it's presented in a little different way. It is vintage, but presuming that the people who are looking at it are willing to pay for exactly that look. It's not just that they're looking for any old white shirt. It's not necessarily the same for eBay also, but there's maybe 300,000 white shirts where there might be 2,000 on Etsy. It really is kind of a different customer in some
Oh, it's
respects.
definitely a different customer. It's a different seller, too.
Yeah.
And I would say that there are quite a few people who are overinflating their prices over there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So if you put it at a reasonably high price on a starting bid, then you know for sure that you've got that price. You might have a bidding war, and it'll go higher than you would even expect it, having it on a fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely a different shopper over there. And with that being said, it's not as fast of a sale. Sorry, I can't speak anymore.
No. And it's not the same volume or in numbers of people.
Right. The search engine's it can be a little bit weird sometimes. So I do think that sometimes your listings get buried and not seen by the right people. And then when you do find what you think is the right person, they're just kicking tires. It takes a little longer, I think, in general, to sell over there.
I'm not artsy or craftsy, so I don't have anything handmade or any of that stuff. All
See,
mine is
that's
just
all I used to
reselling.
do, was the handmaids over there. I had a couple of craft supplies, but mostly mine was handmade.
Mm-hmm. I am not crafty at all. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm closing up shop.
The horses.
Oh, good.
Fold this up, put it away, and I'm done. I got 6 listings up. Not what I wanted, but at least it's something.
Better than 0.
And you have your
Yeah.
pictures for a good start tomorrow before the
Look at-
contest?
Nope, I don't have any pictures taken. I'm gonna
No,
start
I
fresh.
mean for. Or you're going to start with your listings for that? You're not going to list ahead of time for your stuff today?
Huh? No, I don't.
That didn't sound right either.
I don't do
But
that.
oh, okay.
Don't do what?
You don't list stuff. You don't finish the listing cycle for like the pictures you took for the items today
Oh yeah, I mean,
before the
I do it. I
contest.
do it. I do it completely backwards. I make my draft first, and then I take my pictures.
Okay.
So I finished my listings are completely live. What I took pictures of, they're already done.
Nice.
So now I just have to worry about, tomorrow. And so Julie, you should come into the into the challenge tomorrow. Potentially about maybe I would say anywhere from $45 to $50 on the line.
Nice.
I gotta
So
put my buck in. I'll be back.
okay.
I'll be rooting from the side again. I gotta get listings done. But I'm gonna try to
Yeah,
take a bazillion pictures too. So
there you
I
go.
would I would like to be able to just like nail a whole bunch of listings during one of these weekends, but I can't be too upset. I've had 3 weekends in a row of poor shows and
it's time to take a day off.
yeah, no kidding.
What's
What's
that?
that?
Yeah, what is this day off of?
I don't know.
Actually, I actually took a few days off this week, so
Good for you.
not completely. They were just a little more lax. But no more. It's time to crack that whip.
Okay, I'll be ready in the morning. I'm gonna get to getting. You
Get to
ladies
getting.
have a lovely evening. Absolutely. I gotta go hustle my pillow.
All righty then. Well,
Weird.
you have fun with that.
Thank you, thank you. You guys have
Good
a
night,
great evening.
y'all.
All right, night,
Bye.
night, everybody in the chat.
Night.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Did you change your name? What is it? Chick Picker 911? What is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
CPK.
it's CPR chick.
CP. Oh, there you are.
Yeah. I was like, no,
I
I didn't
started
change my
typing
name.
Valerie and it was like, nope, you don't know this person. Nope, we don't know no Valerie.
Oh my gosh.
Paying for goods or service? No. I'm paying for a contest.
There you go.
That's my entry fee.
Sounds good.
Pay with your PayPal balance. Go. Good grief, on the computer there's a lot of. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure you want to send $1?
That's what I was telling Michelle. I was like, man, PayPal's probably thinking, man, this lady's racking it up. She's getting $1 from here, $1 from there.
Well, I could see if it was like, well, see, and I would want them to like, if I had typed 1,000, I'd want
Right.
them to go, are you sure? Are
Yeah,
you sure?
exactly.
Are you sure you wanted that many zeros? But no, those would go through right away.
Yeah.
But $1, like, are you sure?
Like it's going to break Fort Knox, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
there's been times where.
Yeah, I completely
Yeah.
understand.
Oh,
I
then it gives
understand.
me an option to send more money. Are you
Oh,
sure you don't want to send her more? Oh, is that why you didn't want me to like? That's why you wanted me to clarify that it was only
uh-huh.
$1. Are
Uh-huh.
you sure you only want to send her $1? Well, I love Valerie, but I can only send her $1 because I just bought a desk and it wasn't in the budget right now. But they're what is 67 divided by 2? Okay, so it's two 5.5-foot desks, and they have like backs on them. They're almost like executive like looking,
Oh,
but they're
wow.
hollow
Yeah.
underneath. They don't have like the drawers and all that.
Uh-huh.
They're hollowed out underneath, but they do have a face on them. So when we get to a house, then you can put it in the middle of the room and it's not like
Right, right. It
they
doesn't
have
have
like
that. Yeah.
they have a face, and then they have matching little rollaway drawers with a filing cabinet,
Mm-hmm.
2 drawers, and a hanging file that like roll underneath that match. And it's like little smooth running drawers. I hate it when they're sticky.
Plug
The
myself
drawers
back
are,
in.
that's okay. The drawers are real smooth
Cool.
running. I hate it when drawers are like sticky or they sound chintzy.
Mm-hmm.
So they feel smooth, and it's like 2 5.5-foot desks that you can put like in an L configuration. So we're gonna put it in the corner so I can have a sewing machine, a printer,
Yeah.
my all-in-one. I have room for, hopefully, we'll have room for inventory that I'm working on. Things that need to be put away, like have a little assembly line.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
hoping to pull out my monitor from my old computer, and hopefully it will talk to my new computer
Mm-hmm.
so I can do the dual monitor thing.
Oh, that'll be great.
I would actually have room for it because that
Mm-hmm.
sounded like I was never interested in it, but now I'm like, the boys were talking about it, and I thought, yeah, that would be kind of nice to have
Yeah.
something over here on one screen that you don't look at all the time, but you just
Right.
to reference. That would be
Yeah. Just glance over there every once in a while.
right.
Makes sense.
I just haven't had room since I'm working on a dining room table. Yeah, it's kind of taken over the whole living room. We want our living room to look more like a living room now.
I understand.
Now, where did my pop-out chat go? It's the first time I've used it. It's kind of nice because then you can keep the Google Hangout page and you're not watching a 10-second delay on YouTube.
Mm.
Oh, Julie would like to know how to sign up for it.
So all you have to do is
Tell her, Beth.
I am. I'm going to tell her how she can win. How she can get entered into the contest. All right. So all you have to do is send $1. That's your entry fee to the address that the email address that I'm sending over in the chat. 911 Yahoo via PayPal. So there is make sure that's right. Yeah, that's right. So you send $1 over via PayPal. That'll be your entry fee. The contest starts at 10 and it goes for 8 hours and it ends at 6 o'clock. And the rules are, or the name of the game is who can list and sell and have paid for an item. And so basically when you do those 3 things, you have to show proof of that you listed it within the same, the 8 hours. Everything has to have proof. The listing, the selling, and the payment. So
If you just go to the order details, that picture that comes up of your old listing, the
right,
your top bar
yeah,
says the time you listed it, how long it's been listed, and when it sold.
exactly.
That one screenshot and
Yeah,
you win.
yeah. So and like one of those is within those are basically one of those counts for 1 point. So if somebody else gets another point or does the same thing, then you're tied. In that case, you would split the pot.
Ooh, maybe we should run the dishwasher in the morning.
But your ultimate goal is to do that several times over, because you want to, try to up your odds of, winning. So that's pretty much the name of the game right there. List it, sell it, need to be paid before or during the time. Yep.
Yeah,
So
fun. It's motivational. And even when I
absolutely.
haven't been able to, I knew darn well that I wasn't going to win or be able to participate much, but I threw in a buck just because it's cool because everyone like comes together and we're all doing the same thing, and
Yeah.
it can be kind of a lonely job sometimes.
Yeah. And it gets you, definitely motivated, gets you listing things that, you normally wouldn't get listed. That's the thing too, is you want to, you want to look for things that, potentially it has to be from scratch. That's right. So no
Yep.
cleaning, no pictures, no getting the drafts ready. I mean, you've really got to.
Cleaning.
Well, you could probably get away with cleaning. You could probably get, but no prior pictures, before 10 o'clock or whatever. But
Waiting for my clothes to come out of the dryer so I can list them.
so yeah,
Yeah.
just kind of keep that in mind. I'm going to take the kids home about 12 or so I'll be late, but definitely we'll try to come in. That's awesome. We'll be
Hey,
happy
Todd
to have you.
weeks ago and he came in late and he still won, didn't he?
Yep.
Or he tied.
He tied with me, I think.
Yeah, with you. Grandma Wrinkles had a question,
Let's see.
which is a poshy question.
Hmm.
I don't know if she's still there. Something about, do you have to advertise on Instagram? I don't have an Instagram.
No, you don't have to.
I have an Instagram, but I don't go there. But I also don't list
On
on Fox.
Poshmark, do you have to promote on Instagram? Don't you? You don't have to do any of that. No. I know that there probably are people that do that, but I don't do it. I haven't. I don't think Jessica does it. I don't think Kay even does it. Um, so yeah, I mean, I definitely think that there's people out there that do it, and that's fine. But
Mm-hmm.
um, no, it's not necessary.
I've been curious about trying that link tree that I think it was Lindy was talking about it. I don't get to
Link
watch her
Linktree.
link tree, she called it.
Hmm.
I don't get to watch her videos very often anymore, but she was talking something maybe a month back about link tree. And
Huh.
you have one link that becomes yours,
Mhm.
that because you're only allowed one hyperlink in your Instagram
Mhm.
for people to contact you.
Mhm.
So apparently, if they click that link, then it goes to this like list of your different links, like your eBay store, your Poshmark store, your,
Oh wow.
if you have a website, you could go to your website, you could put an affiliate link in there. Um, I've been thinking about trying it, but gosh, time is just so precious. I've got so many things on my want to do list.
Oh yeah.
I just never get to them. So hard to fit everything in one day.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to shut it down. I'm gonna get me some rest.
Yep, get your
For
dollar in,
tomorrow.
guys.
I'm
It's a
gonna.
fun time.
Yeah,
Did you get mine?
I did.
Yay.
I already wrote your name in the book.
So what are we up to?
I think we're 45.
Woo woo!
$45. One, two. Yeah,
45
that's
buckaroos.
10. So yeah, $45. That's the highest it's been. And we're not even. That's why I was saying I think we'll probably have at least 50, if not 55, is what I'm guessing. That's a good chunk of money right
It
there.
is. It's a nice chunk of
So,
very
yep,
motivational, especially we're only like, what, 4 weeks into the contest?
absolutely. Yeah.
It just
I think
proves
this
it's
is.
not an easy thing to do, but it's motivating to get the listings done. And actually, one
Yeah,
of the things that I listed on Sunday just sold last night.
exactly.
So
Yep.
keep them fresh, keep them on their toes. They'll buy.
Yep.
I had a Christmas tray sell today.
Oh, cool.
Um, I I know Christmas is coming, but I didn't have much hopes for it. Like,
Right.
but bam, sold.
Right.
Like as soon as
So you
Halloween.
were kind of surprised when it
Yeah.
did so.
Like, well, I
Like,
was
oh,
relieved, but it's like, wow. Well, do you ever have one of those things that like I put? I've been kind of restructuring my pricing so that
mm-hmm,
there's just a little. I usually left no cushion, so I could
mm-hmm,
only do like 5% sales or whatever. So I made it so that like, yes, it's still worth that amount if someone buys it at full price. But I
mm-hmm,
do have sales running almost constantly. And so I left room for sales and promoted listings, just a little baby cushion. But that sold at full price today. I was like, whoa,
wow.
cool. So
Good timing, huh?
yeah, as soon as Halloween's like peeking its head around the corner, people are already thinking about Christmas. So yeah, if you guys have
Oh yeah.
Christmas decorations, that's probably a good hot topic
Yeah.
for contesting.
Get those up and get those listed so they can sell. If it's not listed, it can't sell. So
Yep.
that's my
Uh-oh, Grandma
favorite
Rachel
motto.
said she's got 20 Christmas sweaters.
Well,
Well,
you better get those things let because people are going to be looking for those. Just think of it. Usually, like your Christmas parties are usually going to be in the first to the second week of December.
mm-hmm.
So you've got pretty much 1 month to sell those sweaters.
Mm-hmm.
So I would definitely get those up.
Yeah. Yeah,
Get those up.
Julie said, yeah, the Christmas push is on us after this week. That's kind of what I'm feeling for this weekend. Like
Yep.
it's starting, I'm feeling good vibes.
Yeah.
Big sales are coming because now Halloween's over
Oh yeah.
and Christmas has already peeked its head into the big box stores, so people are already getting glimpses of it.
I have no interest.
Oh no, I
None.
don't mean shopping there. I just like it's starting to be on people's minds, so good stuff to sell.
Yeah.
Good time to sell it.
Absolutely.
And
I'm
in
going to go to bed.
Christmas decorations in that room there that we have to clean.
Oh, so you'll get a jackpot even when you clean that out. So that'll be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a list it or ditch it of my own.
Aha.
Aw.
Very good.
Alrighty, well, night night everybody.
Good night, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye
Alrighty.
now.
Night night.